Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for this Let's Play of Norn9 Var Commons. We are still on the road for Koharu and Kakeru. We're about to do the dream sequence, so we can skip it since we've already done this. Wait, for small portions, yeah, it's not going to be different enough to really matter, so we'll go ahead and skip it. Uh-oh, I don't see Mikoto or Nanami anymore. Where did they go? I don't feel like I managed to explain everything properly to them. Where is this place anyway? It looks slightly different from the forest that's on the ship. It reminds me of the Snow White fairy tale I had heard. In that one, Snow White lives with several dwarves in a forest. I guess I should go looking for the dwarves first then. Is that Hiyoko supposed to be a dwarf? Glum Hiyoko. There's no glum dwarf. Is this Hiyoko supposed to be one of the dwarves? Wait for me! This must be the dwarves' forest hut. It's a really nice hut. So, I'm supposed to live here together with the dwarves right now? I think so. Excuse me, do you mind if I live together with you for a while? Wait, is this Hiyoko Senri? Oh dear, it looks like it doesn't like that. Hmm, weird. This Hiyoko here reminds me of somebody. Senri. Whatever the case, I need to convince it to let me stay here. I don't have anywhere else to go. I'll cook and clean for you if you let me stay here, Mr. Mr. Dwarf. I'll do all the chores, I promise. What else was there? Oh, and I'll run all the errands too. You can stay inside the hut and never come out at all, if you don't want to, Mr. Dwarf. That should make him happy. Beep, beep, beep. Yes. Beep. Oh, he's even got the little face mark now, I can see it. I didn't see it before, but he's got the same mark. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Dwarf. That's right. This Hiyoko reminds me of Mr. Senri. And so began my life together with the dwarves. Well, the dwarf in the forest. There was only one, and he didn't seem like he wanted to be friends with me. In fact, he never even got out of bed at all. Mr. Dwarf, it's not healthy for you to stay in bed all day long. You need to go outside and get at least a little sunlight and fresh air. Beep. Oh, we have a guest. Uh-oh. Is it the wicked stepmother who turns into a witch? It was the witch who ruined Snow White's happy life with the dwarves by giving her a poison apple that put her into a deep, deep sleep. Oh dear, I'm going to have to eat that poison apple or the story won't go right. That sounds really scary. Wait, but afterwards the prince comes and saves Snow White, so I guess I'll be alright. He saves her with a kiss of true love. I'm going to have to kiss a stranger? I'm coming. Oh, Nanami. Have you seen a wolf recently? Huh? I thought he ran this way. The stupid thing just won't die. Nanami, I don't think that's the way the Little Red Riding Hood story goes. Aha. Yow! Damn it. Watch it with those things. Oh man, he's gonna be so mad. Missed. Nanami, be careful! I think that wolf is Mr. Akito. You won't get away so easily next time. Oh dear! I wonder if Nanami will be able to finish Little Red Riding Hood's story the way it's supposed to go. But at least it wasn't the witch with the poison apple yet. Phew. Another guest. Maybe this time it's the witch. Have you seen my glass slipper? Huh? I have looked for it everywhere, but I still cannot find it. Oh, what a waste of time. Wow, Mikoto must really be looking everywhere for her slippers if she came all the way into these woods. I'm sorry if I didn't explain the story to you correctly, Mikoto, but the prince is the one who has the glass slipper. A prince? I do not know any prince. I am afraid I don't either. But in the story, the prince has the glass slipper, and he comes to find you and take you away. Take me away? To where? I don't remember that part. Huh. If he has to come find me, that means he does not know where I am either. So will this prince or whoever find me? Or will I have to find him first? Tell me, what do you think will happen? I will find him first, of course. Obviously. Wait right there, you prince or whoever you are. You can't hide from me. Oh dear, I need to finish my story as quickly as possible so I can help Nanami and Mikoto do theirs right. And Miss Witch still isn't here though. I wonder if she got lost in the woods. Maybe I should go do what Mikoto did and go look for her. Now, where has Miss Witch gone? I wandered around the woods for a really long time, but I couldn't find anybody at all. Where is she? I need to finish this up as soon as possible so I can go help Mikoto and Nanami. But that means I have to eat the poison apple too. I wonder what it tastes like. It's probably really bitter. I really don't like bitter things all that much. But I have to do it so the prince can come rescue me. Right then, I heard rustling in the bushes. Is he supposed to be the huntsman? Oh! Yuika! I didn't know you were here too. Nanami and Mikoto and Mr. Akito. Now Yuika. Is everybody on the ship going to be in this dream? Are they all playing parts in the story too? What part in which fairy tale are you playing, Yuika? I can't really tell by your outfit. Oh, no, wait, that's not right. I know they don't mean it like that, but she's supposed to eat him? Come on, seriously. I'm the poisoned apple. Huh? Your part is the poisoned apple? Why, that's really weird. The poisoned apple is something you eat, right? Well, something you think you would eat at least. Why would he be that part? It's the perfect role for me. I surround myself with sweet lies, deceiving everyone. Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not sure I understand. I pretend to be a nice, normal guy, but the poison inside doesn't go away. That's the true me, after all. Poison. Poison. Did you know that there are some plants out there that have poisonous roots? The roots let that poison seep out, deep in the ground, and it kills off other plants that are nearby. The dead plants rot and become fertilizer for the poisonous plant, which then grows pretty flowers. No, Yuika, you aren't poisoned at all. Slowly, a sharp pointy stick grew out of the palm of Yuika's hand. I'll wind up doing terrible things to you. More terrible than I already have. Being with you hurts too much. You see right through me. No matter what lies I tell you, they never work. It makes me want to lash out. It's not your fault, but it's getting harder and harder for me to keep the cruel words in. I'm a liar and a fool. Nothing more. A worthless fool. I don't deserve to exist. Yuika turned the sharp stick towards his own throat. I threw myself forward, grabbing his arm. Why are you stopping me? I'm poison. I do nothing but bring you pain. Apples that go uneaten just rot away. Though, if I wasn't so dangerous, it would have been nice if you could taste me. But I don't deserve that. I'm too insecure, too useless. I'm worthless and weak, and a coward. A man like that doesn't deserve to be with you at all. Yuika, you are a bad person? A really, really super bad person. Well, that hurts. It's the truth, though. I reached up and put my arms around his neck, planting a soft kiss on his cheek. Even if poison is supposed to be terrible for you and weaken you, every part of you is important to me, even that. But then, you're so bad, you try to hide it and put up a brave front to cover it all. When you do that, it makes our partnership meaningless. You don't have to go fast. Take your time. Just try to be your real self around me, one little step at a time. Stop trying to run away and hide by yourself. Being your partner when you're like this is making me feel so lonely I could die. Aww. The apple wasn't bitter at all. In fact, it was so sweet it made me dizzy. When my knees finally gave out, Yuiga's strong arms wrapped around me and held me up. He held me there, with his arms and his lips, for a long, long time. Am I awake now? Oh my gosh! What kind of dream was that? Now my face feels all hot. I need some fresh air to cool down. Huh? There's Mr. Ron. It looks like he fell asleep lying down on a bench. Mr. Ron? If you sleep outside like this, you might catch a cold. Mr. Ron? Oh dear, he's not waking up. I should probably go and get someone. I looked around, but of course nobody was out at this hour. I stood around trying to figure out what I should do. Then I noticed the glint of silver in Mr. Ron's hand. I looked at it more closely. It was a small earring. Oh my! That's Yuiga's earring! Why does Mr. Ron have it? That doesn't matter right now. I need to take that back to Yuiga. I carefully reached out to pluck the earring out of Mr. Ron's hand, but that hand quickly snapped around my wrist.
Well, well, well. Look who it is. If it isn't, what was your name again? Oh, well. What do you need me for, sweetie?
That earring, that belongs to Yuiga. Please give it back.
Yuiga? Oh, him. I'm afraid it's not that simple. See, this is a really nasty little thing. It's really dangerous for him to have it.
What?
You're better off just throwing it away. It's not just best for you, it'd be best for him, too.
That's for Yuiga to decide. It's his earring, not yours. Or mine.
Yeah, but still.
That earring is very important to Yuiga. Losing it is what put him through all that pain and misery. I have to get it back for him, no matter what. Won't you please give it back to me, Mr. Ron?
Sorry, girl. No can do. Oh, damn. You already took it from me.
I'm sorry, I had to. This is a very, very important memento.
Important? Yeah, it is, but important to whom? That there is the real question. Man, and after he'd finally started acting on his own, too. Oh well, I still wound up with a nice present for him anyway.
Chapter 5. I used my powers. Considering the damage done, I would say the traitor is likely connected to our attacker, or has offensive powers. If everyone finds out what my powers are, then I stopped abruptly and looked down at the little green earring in my hand. I had been holding onto it this whole time, but it still felt cold. This is a very important thing to Yuiga. It's a memento from his dad. I have to give it back to him. But...
See, this is a really nasty little thing. It's really dangerous for him to have it. You're better off just throwing it away. It's not just best for you, it'd be best for him too.
Mr. Ron's words echoed in my ears over and over. At the time, I was so sure I had to get it back from him, but now all my certainty has vanished. I wasn't sure what I should do. What if Mr. Ron is right? What if this is a bad thing for Yuiga to have?
He has his own goals, but he is being moved by another's will. To the traveler with no number, the journey is one of discovery or of escape. Which it is changes the course of the future.
Weird. Why would what Mr. Sakuya said come to mind now? A traveler. Could he have met Mr. Ron? What does Mr. Ron want? Morning dawned the night after my strange dream of fairy tales, bringing with it the regular everyday routines. I never did find out why I had such a strange dream. Even Mr. Itsuki, who supposedly showed it to me, had no idea. When I asked him about it, he just shrugged. He may have been lying, or it could have been true, but even if I thought it was a lie, I had no way to prove that it was. Dreams are supposed to show you what your inner self truly desires. If this really was just a normal dream... I could never tell Mikoto or Nanami about what happened. Anyway, now isn't the time to worry about that dream. I have to find Yuiga. Besides...
It looks like that strawberry is starting to bear some fruit. They're green now, but they should be ready to pick by the end of our trip.
Yeah, that's great. Yuiga smiled softly. It looked like he was finally calming down from the panic he felt over losing his earring. I still haven't given it back to him yet. I really should, and I should do it soon. It's very important to him. Hey, oh...
They spoke at the same time. I can't do two voices at once.
Yes?
Sorry, you go first.
No, you go first, please.
I had a really weird dream last night.
You did? I had a weird dream last night too. Mr. Itsuki was a cat. I was Snow White, and Yuiga and I...
What's wrong? You're turning bright red.
No! It's nothing at all. What kind of dream did you have?
I'm not sure if it even was a dream, really. It could have just been my wish, I guess.
Your wish?
Yeah. In it, you and I...
That's right. Yuiga was there in my dream too. He... Was that really just a dream? I'm not so sure anymore. I mean, I can still taste how sweet he is.
let's see... Let's look at Yuiga. And not talk? We're just going to use a bunch of ellipses?
I looked up at Yuiga, and our eyes met. I could see my reflection in his dark eyes. His cheeks are pink. I think my cheeks might be turning pink too.
Senri.
What's with all the blushing and longing gazes, you two? Are you newlyweds now? Ugh, get a room. Quit it before I get cavities.
Senri.
I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. How long were they watching us?
Hey, Senri. I gotta admit, I really wonder why somebody like you was ever born. I mean, what meaning is there to your existence?
Eep. Don't be mean! Yuiga's hand snapped out, grabbing Mr. Senri by the top of his head. He then began to twist poor Mr. Senri's head around.
Oh, I think I got it. People like you exist as outlets for my ever-growing sadistic streak. Thanks, Senri. I appreciate it. Eee! Kakeru, enough. You keep that up and we're going to need grease and ropes to pry him out of his room. Nah, it's not like that, right, Senri? I'm being nice and giving you a reason to live. You won't avoid me, will you, Senri?
All poor Mr. Senri could do was groan. I could see his face getting more and more pale. Yuika is doing an awful lot further than he usually does.
What, you want to join me, Koharu?
Neck breaking! Can't breathe! Yuika finally let Mr. Senri go. Phew, I'm saved. Oh god, while I was still trying to think of a way to say it, Yuika let go of Mr. Senri on his own.
Koharu, are you mad at me?
I'm not mad at you.
Wow, Koharu, when did you learn that trick?
What trick?
Okay, everybody, that's enough work for today. You're all dismissed. See ya, bye. Commanding Kakeru with a look, not bad.
Commanding?
Dismissed! Come on, Koharu, we're getting out of here.
Yuika grabbed me by the wrist and quickly walked away from Mr. Senri and Mr. Masamune, dragging me behind him. I wonder what's wrong. It feels like he's panicking for some reason. I did my best to keep up with Yuika's fast pace as he led me to the library. I don't see anyone else. What does Yuika want here? Oh, and I just remembered I didn't have a chance to say hello to Mr. Masamune properly before. Drat. I'll have to go back and apologize later. Mr. Masamune, Mr. Senri, Yuika, none of them acted any different at all. Has Mr. Ron not told them about what I did last night yet? I'm scared.
Sorry I dragged you out here like this. I wasn't walking too fast for you, was I?
No, it's okay. I don't mind. So, did you need to bring me here for something?
Yeah.
Yuika nodded firmly at me.
You know, I room with Masamune, right? And the three of you girls rotate between 2 rooms, right?
Yeah, tonight Nanami and I are sharing a room. Mikoto gets to have a room to herself.
Well, on our way here, I noticed Nanami and her crew were heading to the dining hall.
Oh,
It's 3 o'clock, so either they're going to take the snacks Akito made to their rooms, or Nanami is going to cook up some more of that toxic slop she mistakenly refers to as food.
okay.
I also spotted Itsuki hanging around carrying a kimono. It's Itsuki, so I figure he's trying to hunt Mikoto down so he can convince her to play dress-up with that kimono. Sakuya will undoubtedly try to stop him, and it will probably devolve into another long-winded argument between the 2 of them.
Oh dear, shouldn't we go and try to stop them from fighting?
Nah, it'll be fine. Masamune should be there to break it up if things get too bad. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that nobody should be coming near the library for a while.
Oh, I see. Is there a reason that no one coming here for a while is a good thing? Yuika tugged me all the way into the very back of the library. The dusty silence and deep shadows of those backmost stacks reminded me of the forest in my dream for some reason.
I had a great dream.
Right! You, mentioned that earlier.
It was the best dream I ever. But at the same time, it was also really frustrating.
Frustrating?
Yeah, I hate it when real life is losing to my dreams so badly.
Oh. I can't say I don't understand his feelings, but reality losing to dreams? Making everything wins and losses is a very Yuika thing to do.
So, will the real you accept me for who I am too?
Huh?
Even though I'm poisonous?
Poison. It felt like I was back in the dream again, in that strange and fantastical fairy tale world. Yuika as the poisoned apple. I looked up at him, right into his eyes. I could see that doubt and fear swirling in them. It was exactly the way they had looked in the dream. I knew it. That wasn't just a normal dream. We shared it, Yuika and I. Let's see. I read that if you tell him cheer up here at this point, then you get a bad ending. Well, you get an immediate ending. So I thought I would go back and check it out. Yuiga, please cheer up. Being all serious and gloomy just isn't like you at all.
Yeah, you're right.
Oops! Oh no, I got it wrong. My hand shot up to cover my mouth, and I dropped Yuiga's earring. I swallowed hard.
That's my earring.
Um,
You had it?
yeah.
Why?
How do I explain what happened with Mr. Ron? Yuiga said nothing and stared at the earring.
I never thought you were the type who would go and steal things from others.
No, I didn't. I would never steal anything from a person, I swear. Yuiga didn't reply. He just put his earring back on. And a tiny gear began to turn. The gear turned the wheels of a cruel fate, bringing it ever closer.
Well, that was an awfully short extra ending. Well, that's that. Of course, just be the real you. Yeah. Oh, that's a good picture.
Just like in the dream, I reached for him.
Boy, she's bold.
It wasn't quite enough to reach, so I wrapped my arms around his neck and pulled him closer to me. Yuiga, please, just be the real you for me. We don't have to go fast. It doesn't have to be all the time, but for me, please be the real you.
Koharu.
Someone's coming? Who could it be? Nanami and her team are supposed to be in the kitchen. Mikoto is, I don't know where Mikoto should be right now. Anyway, if whoever sees us like this, I have to step away from Yuiga. I tried to step back, but Yuiga wouldn't let me for some reason.
Shh.
Huh? His arms wrapped around my waist, tugging me up against him and giving me no room to escape. Yuiga!
Quiet down or they'll find us.
Oh, right, quiet. I closed my mouth, but my heart was pounding so hard, it felt like it would jump out of my chest. I can't do it. My heart is beating so loud they'll find us.
Man, your heart sure is pounding.
I'm sorry.
So's mine. Can't you hear it?
His heart is pounding too? I closed my eyes and laid my ear against his chest. Oh, I can hear it beating. It's so calming. I thought I heard something.
They're gone. Looks like we managed not to get spotted. You liar. Oh, I think I should stay close to him, right? Yeah, let's stay close.
I don't want to let go yet. Yuga's arms weren't just warm, they were also comforting. It was so easy to just relax and rest there as he held me. I almost didn't want to move ever again.
Do you mind? Koharu? Listen, I'm really happy you hugging me, but I can't take much more of this.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It's just that was so soothing.
Soothing? It's soothing when I hold you?
Yeah.
Well, that's just mean. While you're relaxing, I was having to put some effort into that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make you work so hard for something you didn't like.
I never said I didn't like it. Anyway, just know that this is all your fault, okay?
His lips touched mine, just like in the dream. It was so sweet it stole my breath away. A tear started welling up in my eye.
No, not yet.
Yui.
It's still not good enough.
This time, the kiss was deeper. Still unable to breathe, my lungs were screaming, but I ignored them. I didn't want to stop. I clung on to him. Our kiss was now even sweeter than the one we shared in our dream. It felt like an eternity passed until my tear finally dashed itself against the floor.
Oh man, I made you cry. Sorry. Koharu? Hello?
Yes! Jarred from my blissful paralysis, I quickly jumped backward, bumping into the bookshelf behind me. It was hard enough to knock several books off the shelves and onto the floor. Oops, I'm sorry!
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just felt really dizzy for a minute.
Try taking a deep breath.
Okay. Yuiga. Oh wait, did I do my deep breaths wrong somehow? I'm sorry.
No, they were fine. You were just so cute I couldn't help but watch. Do you have a mirror on you?
A mirror? Why do you ask for something like that?
Oh, I just wanted to give you advice on harvesting strawberries. You should wait until they're at least this You should wait until they're at least this red to pick them. Oh, that's mean. Mean and cute at the same time.
Yuiga, you're teasing me again, aren't you?
So you can tell now, eh? Huh. Anyway, we should probably put these books back so the Hyokos don't get mad at us.
Oh, right! Yuiga and I kneeled down and started picking up the books. Fortunately, none of them were damaged.
Aha.
What is it? Yuiga picked something up off the floor.
My earring.
How did it get there? I had to put the earring into the little pouch in my pocket to make sure it didn't get lost. I stuck my hand into my pocket, but the pouch wasn't there. It must have fallen out when I bumped into the bookshelf.
How the heck did it get over here? I don't remember being near the library that day. Oh well, I'm just glad I found it. I'd just about given up hope I ever would.
It belongs to him. It's only right to return things to their proper owner, I guess. But for some reason, I have a terrible feeling about this. Looking down, a page in one of the books I had picked up jumped out at me. It was a picture of a gaudily dressed young man walking, a dog prancing at his feet. Yuika's eyes followed my gaze, and he took a peek at the book.
Ah, it's a book on the tarot. That's a Western fortune-telling technique that uses cards.
Fortune-telling?
Not that I know much about it. I can't stand that divination mumbo-jumbo anyway.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, why go out of your way to pay attention to some stupid fortune that probably isn't even true? It's a huge waste of time. That card looks really creepy, too. Look at this guy. It says here it's called the Fool. Ugh, what a dumb name.
The Fool.
I'm a liar and a fool. Nothing more. Worthless fool. I don't deserve to exist. The traveler with the dog. He has his own goals, but he is being moved by another's will.
A fortune-telling card named the Fool. The number 0 was written in its corner. The traveler with a dog, but without a number. It has goals, but he is being moved by the will of another. Should I tell him about Mr. Sakuyu's fortune and what Mr. Ron said? But he just said he doesn't like fortunes, and Mr. Ron, well, he's Mr. Ron. Plus, Mr. Ron saw me use my powers. It doesn't seem like he's told anyone yet, but if I do something drastic, he might. Yuiga, are you sure it's a good idea to put your earring back on?
Huh?
It's really important to you, right? Maybe it's better if you put it somewhere safe. It would be terrible if you lost it again.
That's true.
He dropped the earring into his pocket. Then he put his hand over it softly, saying nothing for a long moment. Oh dear, I hope that wasn't too forward. Yuiga should be allowed to do what he wants, I guess.
I wore this every day for so much of my life. Just having it on makes me feel better, more confident.
I guess you could say it was my own little protective charm. But I think I may have outgrown it. Yuika! Besides, I have you now. Then there's something that I can do now that will be helpful to him? Joy spread through me in a warm, happy wave. Just like water poured across parched earth, like sunlight shining down on a plant, Yuika's kind words and bright smile gave me happiness. They gave me life. I want to stay with Yuika forever and ever and ever. Feelings planted in the heart. I didn't really notice them before, but I think they have been there for a while. Just like Mr. Strawberry had put down roots in his new home in the fields, I think these feelings have now grown deep roots in my heart. Welcome back. I'm sorry it took so long. Oh gosh, it's already bath time, isn't it? I'll go get my things right away. Oh, good lord. I just realized things ran really long here. Well, not really long. I just realized we have reached our limit, and a little bit over. So, I hope to see you in my future videos. I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.